Bottle pop, truth drop, welcome to the show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow.
Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex. To the show, champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow. Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex.
2nd and let's talk. Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
Confidants? What is your profession? What is your profession? Nothing but soldiers and empowerment over here.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Champagne gang and visitors to the Champagne City, welcome. You've entered my domain, our domain. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, the Fistress, the woman who keeps the fizz in your facts and the kick in your clarity, the curator of sparkle, storyteller of the unseen. I'm your pusher, baby. Pusher of all things excellence, empowerment, and encouragement. Your Fistress and guide through the glittering corners of mess and chaos. So raise those glasses and sit back. Let the bubbles rise and let me tell you what really goes on after the cork hits the floor. Welcome to the Champagne City. Let's toast. What's going on, Champagne Gang? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, and you are joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Baby, over here, we give classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, baby, do me a favor and grab you a glass of bubbly, kick your feet up on one of those Chase lounges. Make sure you have your jammy jams on, fellas. Your PJs. Something nice and comfy. Say hi to a few people in the chat because you know we friendly over here. And let's get ready to get into the show. Please take that glass and raise it high in the air. It is time for our positivity and affirmations. Are you ready? Hold on, y'all. I gotta send out a message. So today, we're talking about the moment you wake up. There comes a moment, quiet, subtle, almost sneaky, when your spirit taps you on the shoulder like, yo, you up yet? Because life has a way of rocking you to sleep with routine, with disappointment, with people who drain you dry and smiled while doing it. And before you knew it, you were sleepwalking through days you were supposed to be dominating. But something in you tonight is stirring, not loud, not dramatic, just a slow, powerful rise like the sun refusing to stay hidden. It's the shift you can't explain, that pressure that you feel like it's pushing you down, but it's actually pushing you forward. That whisper that sounds like your own voice, finally waking up from a long, heavy dream. This is your awakening. The moment your eyes stop looking at life and start seeing it, seeing the truth. You were built with more strength than you ever tapped into. Seeing the reality, you survived things that should have crushed you. Seeing the promise, nothing about your journey was by accident. Not the pain, not the pause, not the plot twist that tried to take you out but ended up taking you higher. Tonight, your spirit is shaking you gently by the shoulders, saying, wake up, love. You're too powerful to sleep through your destiny. And that rising you feel in your chest, that heart, that heat in your gut, that clarity hitting your mind, that's not anxiety. It's not fear. It's the power you forgot you had. Coming back online like, we ready now. You're stepping into a season where your vision sharpens, your confidence thickens, your energy refuses to shrink for anyone. You're wide awake now to your calling, to your strength, to your worth, to your next level. And if you believe like I believe, take that glass and raise it high in the air. Tell yourself, I'm awake now. My eyes are open. My power is back. My purpose is calling. And I refuse to sleep on myself ever again. And if you believe like I believe, raise that glass in the air. Let's toast. Yeah, I had to find my clean. Let's do it again. If you believe like I believe, raise that glass high in the air. Let's toast. Much better.
Hey y'all, so let me explain to y'all what happened earlier, how I had to fight a little 7-year-old, 8-year-old girl. I don't know how old she was. So I goes in the store, and right when I get in the store, I hear somebody screaming, but I didn't see who was screaming, but I can tell it was a child. I ain't paying no mind. You know, that's what kids do. They try to embarrass you in public. So I ain't paying no mind. So like 2 minutes later, I just hear stuff falling over, and I just look around, but it wasn't in my aisle. So, you know, I just kept, shopping, doing what I was doing. So the little girl, she come down my aisle with her hand out, just knocking all the stuff off the shelf. And I'm just looking at her. I didn't say nothing because I don't say stuff to people, kids. But I'm thinking in my head, like, where the fuck her mom at? Why is she doing this? Why is she not with her mom? She had to be like 7 or 8 years old, little ass girl. So my phone rang. When I grabbed my phone out of my pocket, my money and my cards fall on the floor. I didn't pick it up right away because I was trying to see who was calling me. I thought it was one of my kids calling me, so I didn't pick it up right away. So I answered my phone, and before I got to bend down to pick my money and my cards up, the little girl snatched my money and ran. She went down, snatched my money, and ran. So I started chasing her. It took me a minute to catch her because I'm a big Joan. The little girl was fast. It took me a minute to catch her, but when I catched her, I gripped her up like this. I didn't mean to, but I gripped her up like this. I'm like, yo, little girl, what you doing? Give me my money. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't take people money and run. Like, you cool? So she started screaming for her mom, mom. Before her mom got there, I snatched my money out her hand. I bent her hand back a little bit and I snatched my money out her hand. Yes, I did. Yes, I do feel bad for her, but you don't just take people money and try to run. So before her mom got there, I just started shopping. I was shopping around like ain't nothing happened. I just hear her mom was like, what happened? You okay? The little girl, she hit me. She bent my hand back and she hit me. Look, I got a scratch right here. All I hear was her mom, who hit you? Show me where she at. Who hit you? So I'm just in the aisle shopping. I guess they were just going down the aisles looking for me. And she was like, her right there. She was like, yo, you hit my daughter. What you touch my daughter for? Touch me. I'm like, yo, first of all, calm down. You don't even know what your daughter did. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Yo, she was just so ghetto. She ain't have her hand in my face, but she was going like this. She was like, I don't give a fuck. You don't put your hand on nobody, child. You don't put your hand on nobody on child. You got to come see me. You going to see me in the store. You going to see me outside the store. I'm like, yo, first of all, hold on, chill. Ain't nobody fighting. I really didn't want to fight her because y'all know I got a bald head. I don't got no hair on. I had my wig on and I was not trying to have nobody record me and put me online with my bald head and make memes. So I was ducking that fade. I wasn't scared. I just didn't want to be put online with a bald head. But anyway, her mom was like, yeah. I'm like, hold on. First of all, your daughter took my money and your daughter ran. Y'all, this lady was so ghetto. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to fight you. Your daughter took my money and I got my money back. That's all it was. I didn't put my hand on your daughter. I just gripped her up. And little girl, I said, excuse me, little girl, I do apologize for that, but you don't take people money. You just don't do that. Her mom was like, no, you gonna have to see me. Look at the scratch on my hand. Y'all, it was like a little scratch. Like, when you scratch yourself and it be like a little ashy. It was there. I ain't got no nails. I don't have no nails. I didn't scratch that little girl that bad. She's like, oh, you gonna have to see me. I said, miss, I'm not trying to fight you. Please, you got your child with you. Why are you trying to fight with your child? Like, she was just so ghetto, y'all. She ain't want to hear nothing I say. We was arguing, going back and forth. I was like, you know what? Whatever. So the guy that works at the store, he came over there. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, this lady in here trying to fight me. I was being funny. I was like, this lady in here trying to fight me and she got her child with her. Can you please tell her to go ahead somewhere? I'm not trying to fight her while she got her child with her. And the guy said to the lady, he's like, come on, ma'am. Your daughter was already in here knocking stuff over. Y'all got to go. You got to pay for your stuff and you got to go. She was like, I ain't going no fucking where. I'm still shopping. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still shopping. He's like, okay, well, get what you got to get. I'm going to follow you, but you got to go. I was like, oh, thank goodness. So we still in the store. She's still calling me names. I'm in different hours. I'm just still hearing her talk shit. So the guy, I don't know if he was the manager or whatever, he's like, you know what? You got to go. You being too disrespectful. And we got people in here. You got to go. You got to get your stuff and you got to go. So she knocked the cart over. She knocked all her stuff out of the cart. She was like, fuck you. Fuck this store. I don't need none of this shit. Like, she was real ghetto. She had blue hair in. I'm not saying that's ghetto because I would wear blue hair, but she had blue hair in. She had on, them little eyelashes she had on. She was just a hood rat. I'm sorry. She just what it was. She was a hood rat. You could just tell how she was talking, how she was cussing in front of her daughter. She didn't try to correct her daughter or nothing. She didn't want to hear nothing. I got saved. So the guy escorted her out of the store. So I'm still in the store. I'm like, good. I'm glad she going. So mind you, I'm still in the store like 15 minutes later. So when I get to the register, the guy that came and made her leave, he was asking me what happened. So I had told him what had happened. And he was apologizing to me. I'm like, no, you don't got to apologize for me. You didn't do anything to me. It was her. Y'all can't control who comes in the store. So, I get my stuff. you know, I got outside. I'm thinking everything cool. I'm thinking they going and left because I was in the store for about 15-20 minutes after the incident, after she left out of the store. So I'm thinking everything cool. So I go to my car. I'm putting my stuff in my car. And she was like, what's up, bitch? What's up? What's up? You on that? You on that? I'm like, I'm not on nothing, but clearly you are. I'm like, well, what did you want? She's like, what's up? What's up? What's up? She said, you're going to have to see me. You're going to have to fight me. You're going to have to see me. I'm like, girl, I just told you I'm not trying to fight you. But if you don't go ahead somewhere, like, you got your whole daughter with you. Like, where's your class? Like, this is what you teaching your daughter. Y'all, after I said that, why this bitch hit me? And when I don't know about y'all, but when somebody hit me, I black out. Like, I black out. When somebody hit me, I black out. So me and her get to fighting. I snatch her wig off. Or she snatched my wig off first. I guess she thought she was about to get me with my hair. She snatched my hair. Bitch, I ain't got no hair under here. I'm bald. What you gonna do now? You gonna have to, you gonna have to swing. You gonna have to throw hands. So she snatched my wig off. I snatched her wig off. And she had these long ass braids. I'm thinking to myself, like, how the fuck she got braids under that wig? Like, all these little individual braids. Like, how the fuck? Well, her wig was big. I guess that explains it. But she had long individuals under that fucking wig. So I got them individuals. I wrapped them up in my hand. And I just started fucking swinging. I'm just fucking swinging her around. The little girl screaming, then the little girl trying to fight me. I'm pushing the little girl off. Then the little girl bit the shit out of me, and I went, ah! I screamed. She bit the shit out of me. I gotta look in the mirror and look at that. Like, she bit the shit out of me. So I pushed the little girl back. I pushed her a little too hard. In my heart, I do feel bad for that. Like, I felt bad all day for that, but look, you can't be biting people and you can't be getting into a fight. So I got her mom on the ground and the little girl trying to fight me. I had to fight a little fucking girl, a little 7-8-year-old girl. Like, I had to fight her. Like, that little girl can fight. Like, that little girl gonna be tearing people up, but she can't beat me because I'm bigger than her. But I literally had to fight that little girl. I had to fight to get her off of me. I had to hit somebody's child. Do y'all know what that did to my heart? Me having to hit somebody's child? Like, that broke my heart. Like, I never in a million years thought I would have to fight a little girl. A little tiny girl. Never, ever. But I threw that little girl on the ground with her mom. Her mom was on the ground picking up them braids. I don't know why she was picking up them braids. I don't know if she was going to glue them back in. But I snatched her ball, like, I'm sorry, I snatched her bowl. Like, I didn't even barely had to fight her. I just was throwing her around, like, swinging around a Rosie with her braids. And, I pushed the little girl on the floor with her mom. I got in my car, and I got the fuck out of there. Like, when I got home, I was just calling everybody, telling everybody what happened. Like, I felt so bad that I had to fight a child. Like, I'm still, like, my body's still shaking. Like, I did cry a little bit on the way home because I just felt so bad. Like, what adult would sit there and fight a child? Like, I'm still in shock a little bit that I had to fight a little girl. Like, I did not mean to fight that little girl. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel shameful. Like, I feel embarrassed. I feel shameful. But you can't be going around, biting people, fighting people, and it's not expecting nobody to hit you. I mean, I didn't do damage to her because she's a little girl. But, a little bit here and a little bit there to knock her out. And, throw her on the ground with her mom. But y'all got to teach our kids, like, to be respectful, not to steal. Like, I'm still trying to make up what happened earlier. Like, I just can't believe this happened to me. Like, it don't feel real. Like, it's just weird. And I hope that guy that was recording, the guy didn't even help. He was just standing there recording. He didn't try to break it up, nothing. I hope he don't post me online. That's so embarrassing with a bald head. Like, I hope people don't make memes of me if it do be online. That's just so embarrassing. But I'm still shaking a little bit. It's a little traumatizing, but just I don't know, y'all. Bye.
What would you would have done in this situation? Like, I'm trying to put myself in.
Here's the thing, y'all. Let me put my little 2 cents in. See, the problem is y'all keep thinking these are kids. These little demon seeds running around here. These little seeds of Chucky running around here. See, the problem, these little Megans running around here. Y'all keep thinking these is kids. Bernie Mac tried to warn us and we didn't listen. Bernie said, I'm going to get these kids before they get me. Ain't that what he said? Some of these kids is seeds of Chucky. They little Damians. They children of the corn. Y'all are at home with the children of the corn, and you don't even realize your life is in danger. That's the problem. You're feeling guilty defending yourself against Megan, against little Annabelle in the damn store. And you guilty? You girl, please, baby, bye. 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 Who? You gonna steal my money? Yeah, run it. Come on, mama. Come on. This what you want today? You don't want to talk? Okay. We ain't gotta waste words. We ain't gotta. But I want you to ask me, so that when I give you what you ask me for, there's no questions afterwards. So ask me for what you want, because your child decided to steal my money. Now I gotta teach you and your child a lesson. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Some of y'all raising these little omens around here. And a lot of this is the parents. It is. A lot of this is horrible influences when these kids are outside of home. Now, if we gonna talk about it, we got to put the whole thing on the table. Some of these mamas is absolute trash, like the bottom of the barrel trash, like the rats that climb out of the bottom of the sewer type trash, from the gutter end of the sewer type trash, type mamas. We not talking about them right now. Because them the ones that raised them little garbage pail kids that you saw yesterday. No, we not talking about them. There's some mamas out here that's really trying with these kids. But when these kids are away from home, they are dealing with outside influences that parents cannot control. Cannot control. Hell, every time you turn on the news, you seeing another teacher being caught sexually grooming a child. This ain't all just parents. Some of this is what your kids are exposed to in school. Some of y'all choose schools for your kids because it's the closest one to your neighborhood. Baby, you better research the school and see what they teaching your children. Do you pop up? Do you sit in class for a day? Do they still let parents do that? When we was kids, our parents could come spend a whole day in our classroom and see what we doing. Do y'all check up on y'all's? Because these damn kids out of control. I played that video to show y'all that this situation with this woman is not an isolated incident. Not an isolated incident. These children have no respect because they have parents like the one that she just described that's not teaching them respect. Right, progressive. All they doing is raising Freddie 2.0. Little horror movie villains is what they raising. But we gonna get into it. When I heard her talking about that little girl gonna steal her money. And the mama wanna fight her because she took her money back from the child and stole it. Are you cool? And you feel bad. I understand. Because you thought you was dealing with a child. I get it. I get it. These doggone kids, they want to be kids when it's time to be disciplined and deal with consequence and repercussion. Because them two heifers is something when they line up together. Now they want to be kids. Now everybody wants to see them as kids. But they ain't kids when they running around terrorizing the whole neighborhood. They ain't kids then. They baddies. Come on now. Bunch of damn garbage pail kids running around. That's what we gonna call them. Little garbage pail kids running around. Wreaking havoc everywhere they damn go. Because everybody's scared to say something, to do something. Because we got a generation of people that tell you that it's okay if you don't like what somebody say, or you don't like what somebody does, to walk up to them and hit them in the face. I wish a motherfucker would. Please. It's time out. It is time out for coddling. If yesterday didn't give y'all a eye opener that we are in trouble, if we don't get this under control, it's something wrong with y'all, not the kids. Not the kids. Because we going to take this away from the kids. We got to bring this back to the adults. Because it's the adults that was watching them little monsters terrorize the neighborhood. The adults. All them adults in that neighborhood could have been got together and marched to them kids' mama's houses and said, come outside, we need to talk about your children's behavior. Now, we can either handle this like a couple of gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. Which one you want? But your kids gonna stop all this bullshit in the neighborhood. When people gonna stop being scared of these kids and stand up and take your neighborhood back? Come on now. This is sad. This is sad. You telling me the kids is running the damn world? While the parents is in the Coliseum being entertained? Yeah, it's all cute to little what's that child name? Do what happened yesterday. It's all cute to then. And the whole world down their throat. It's all cute till then. It's all cute when they in the neighborhood and somebody say something to them. Don't say nothing to me. Go get my mama. It's all cute then. Now in the city talking about putting BTA, let's remember their kids. Nah, they wasn't kids when they jumped on that woman. They wasn't kids. I feel like if I'm 49 and at least 5 of y'all is over 10 years old, baby, y'all in my age bracket. Let's go. Let's go. You want to rock? Let's roll. But see, they would have never did that on nobody. That they knew would have gave it back to them. They wouldn't have did that. Cowards. We are raising a bunch of cowards. I don't care what you say. We raising a bunch of cowards. Coward girls, coward boys. Mocha, melanated, cream team, caramel macchiato, all of them. I don't care the race or the flavor. We are raising a bunch of cowards. Shame on us. Shame us. Shame. Because if it's a problem for one, doggone it, it should be a problem for all. And if it's not a problem for all, then whoever it's not a problem for, you are the problem. When one hurt, we all should hurt. If one got a problem, we all got a problem. And what's his name? CeeLo Green, what's his name? He said, if I got a problem, then my problem got a problem. When we gonna start giving our problem a problem when it come to these kids? And saying, you know what, not mine. Not today. When? Because it's a cold world. When every time you turn around, the kids is the one taking control. and running stuff, running their households, running their parents, running the streets, running the schools, running the police, the kids running everything. What was that book they made us read when we was kids? Them kids got shipwrecked on that island. What? Hold on a second. I'm finna look it up. Hold on, y'all. What was the name of that book? What was the name of the book they made children read in school with the children who were shipwrecked on the island? Lord of the Flies. Did y'all have to read Lord of the Flies in school? With them kids that had to be shipwrecked and they had to come up with their own government system and their own leader and all kind of stuff. Justice system, all of that. That's kids. We letting these kids run amok. And these are the leaders of tomorrow with no structure, no discipline, no guidance, no role models. Just a bunch of young hoes and thugs. Happy to be YNs and YBs. Like that's the epitome of I've reached success. Or wanna be rappers. This is what our kids aspire to. How many of your kids say they want to own a beauty salon? Huh? A daycare. A tech company. A security company. How many of your kids are talking on that level? How about this? Because I told you I was going to take it away from the kids. How many of you parents is talking to your kids about it? I just had a whole conversation with my 28-year-old about business. And turned around and told my 26-year-old, I need you to shoot me an idea so we can work on a plan. I ain't playing. Parenting don't stop. What's wrong with y'all? There's something wrong with us. If this is the status of our babies, it ain't a problem with them. It's a problem with us. We're the problem. The adults. That baby in that video ain't the problem. The adults around her are the problem. We finna get into it though. But before we get into that, so I can pull down and calm down just a tad bit. I ran across this on social media. And it was about Krishan. So I want y'all to check this out because apparently it looks like Krishan is back at Zeus. I don't know why anybody would really be shocked that she's back at Zeus. I know the Krishandom wants to believe that Krishan is rich. Like she took that money that she got from when she was really popping everywhere, and she held on to it and kept it in the bank and all that. I know y'all want to believe that. And I know it's really hard for y'all to believe that she's broke. But the only reason you would go back to a network that you dogged out on social media is because you don't have no other choice. Because if Bravo was really calling for her and sending for her like she said over and over again, you wouldn't be thanking Zeus. You wouldn't. So let me post it. It says, at Zeus, we navigate a wide spectrum of loud, unconventional, and often challenging personalities. Yet, we consistently lead with love, grace, respect, patience, and understanding. Most importantly, we extend opportunities. Y'all, I don't have on my glasses. Hold on. I don't know why I keep trying to see without my glasses on. Let's try this again so I don't sound illiterate. Hold on. Okay. I'll add this. At Zeus, we navigate a wide spectrum of loud, unconventional, and often challenging personalities. Yet, we consistently lead with love, grace, respect, patience, and understanding. Most importantly, we extend opportunities that the traditional television and film ecosystem. This man knows he can talk. Listen, I am extremely sapio. See, some of y'all ladies and fellas, see, y'all would learn to save a whole lot of heartache if you would learn how to be sapio. Like, if you add some sapio to your sexual, baby, it would change the whole fabric of your existence. Because a man that can reach me intellectually before he can stimulate me sexually, baby, T, all day long. All day long. You know how to communicate and formulate a sentence without me having to go back and ask what the hell. I know that's too much for some of y'all, because, you know, good girls want a hood nigga. College girls all want a thug. Ain't that what Wale told us? So, you know what? I get it, y'all. That's just me. I get it. So, we see value where Hollywood has historically refused to look. Individuals are frequently dismissed due to biases, age, appearance, personalities, backgrounds, psychological evaluations, or perceived imperfections. We cut directly through those superficial barriers. Many of the people we work with are underestimated, undervalued, or entirely overlooked by the broader industry. Almost like an island of misfit toys who were never given a fair shot. He done went to the island of misfits. Boy, Lemmy, if you don't talk for the people you employ, nigga, you better talk. You better talk, yo, talk. This is why I don't understand how he puts up with all that lip. But it could all be a storyline. I keep telling y'all, Hollyweird is a stage. Question everything, believe nothing. If y'all start even question me, baby, if I tell you something, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them channels. Baby, I don't want you to believe everything that I say. Go look it up yourself and see if I'm telling the truth about what I say. Question everything. Even your friends. What about your friends? You better question them first. Pat Krishan and I spoke, and she privately and sincerely apologized for her recent comments, actions, and behavior. I genuinely appreciated that. It demonstrated real growth and emotional maturity on her part. She's also finalizing the remaining deliverables for the show. I told y'all this girl does not have any money. None. Because why would you go back? You done called them a demon. You done called them demonic. You done said you left God's plan for $200,000. So you said you sold out the Lord for 30 pieces of silver. You done said everything that you could about this company. If you felt that way about them then, what has changed in a matter of weeks that would make you go crying back to Zeus unless you were broke and had no other choice? No other choice. You don't have no motion unless Blueface gives it to you or unless Zeus gives it to you. Outside of that, there is no motion. You gotta stop showing the baby, because if you keep showing the baby people are going to continue to question milestones. People are going to continue to question why we've seen more movement out of Junior since Blueface has been home than we've seen since you've had him, basically. Speaking of Blueface, and then we're going to get into our story. Speaking of Blueface, because I saw this, and I got some questions. Can y'all do me a favor and tell me who is this? Let me bring this up some. Who is this? Who is this? Who blue is this? And I'm gonna show y'all while I ask that. Why? Yeah, y'all, they ain't gonna keep playing in our face. They ain't gonna keep doing that. No, they ain't gonna keep doing it. They gonna have to explain something to us. Because I have never. Hold on. Let me find the right picture to pull up. Hold on. This one. Because he's not smiling. Hold on. One second. Coming. Now, I don't know what they doing, but they doing something. They are doing something. I don't know what they doing, but y'all telling me that's the same person. The person on the right look off as hell. The eyes look off. The smile looks off. When have you ever seen Blueface look this homely looking? When? Blueface look at his eyes. Okay, it's just me. I want y'all to go back and look at it. And you tell me, after you go back and look at old pictures of Blueface and new pictures of Blueface, and you tell me if the person that went in prison 2 years ago is the same person that got out of prison a few weeks ago. That's what I want y'all to tell me. And I'm not talking about because he gained weight. That's not what. Y'all got to put on a different set of eyes. Y'all need to start looking spiritually. I'm talking about something on a totally different level right now. This blue is different. This ain't the same blue. This ain't the same one. This ain't the same one. If you pay attention to these celebrities, they either go to prison and get out different, like Young Thugger Hugger Chugger, or there's a major illness or something that puts them in the hospital and they come out different. Jamie Foxx, allegedly. You know what made me think about it even more? When he got out and was automatically claiming Junior. It threw me for a complete loop because I said, okay, when did this happen? This is new. Because if I'm not mistaken, was he claiming Junior before he went in prison? Because the last I saw he wasn't. Was he claiming Junior while he was in prison? Not according to the calls that we heard in the messages when he put her out the house. So at what point did he start claiming Junior? That all of a sudden he get out and Sonny, smile, kisses, my son Junior. When? Since when? But I digress, because we need to get into our story. But things that make you say, Now y'all listen. I wanted to show y'all there have been some updates on the mom from Chicago. Check this out.
Oh, I want a bitch to jump my daughter. Bitch, I'ma black your eye. I'm going to jail. I ain't gonna say I did it. I bust that whole shit, Your Honor. That hoe was crowding the fuck out of my daughter. Hoe was tearing my daughter ass up, so I bopped her in her shit. Telling y'all.
Y'all know I love Boosie. I do, so don't do too much in the comments. Boosie is a character. But I ain't mad at him. I understand. Because who baby you jumping? Who?
Don't run now. Bring your little ass here.
Oh, I want a bitch to jump my daughter.
Hell,
Bitch, I'ma black your eye. I'm going to jail. I ain't gonna.
Don't run now. Bring your little ass here.
Oh, I want a bitch to jump my daughter. Bitch, I'ma black your eye.
is hell. I told y'all. I don't know who stole my idea, but I told y'all we need to start the ass whooping association. That's what we need to start. I keep telling y'all. Yeah, see, these kids don't get butt whoopings no more. That's the problem. These parents is scared to whoop these kids' tail. And you know what the problem is? I blame y'all again. I do. Y'all are the reason why these kids are messed up. Because when kids was getting their ass told off in school, we didn't have this problem. But you know what? Some of y'all parents went too far. Y'all start lynching y'all kids. Y'all start hanging them upside down with the belts and the extension cords. Y'all start beating them with the refrigerator, microwave, and stove. And now can't nobody discipline their kids. So everybody got to be terrorized by kids who don't want no doggone discipline. Because they get to school and the teachers tell them they ain't got to listen to you if they don't want to. That's why I tell y'all, it's a whole lot of blame to go around when it comes to these kids. Do you not know that there are states control over their own bodies is the problem as well? Screwed up. So we going to come back to that. But I definitely want to get into this story. So we're going to get into this story with Miss Amari. Is it Amari? Jones, the little 5-year-old that was brutally attacked. We're going to get into this situation. And I want y'all to drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this story. Hold on 1 second. My YouTube tripping. Hold on. I'll let you work yourself out. Stop tripping, YouTube. Get it together. So we're going to travel over to the Hennessy Zone. And we're going to deal with this story. We dealing with these garbage pail kids on today, because this story includes another group of trifling ass kids, clearly with parents who not paying attention to their kids and don't know what their kids is doing. That these children were able to do what they did to this baby. I'll be with you right after this intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, confidants, welcome to the Hennessy Zone. Straight talk, no chaser. This place was created for those topics that require, well, a little something stronger than just champagne. Over here, we think and drink responsibly. Now let me give you a disclaimer. Everything discussed in the Hennessy Zone, all of the commentary is based on my opinion, and it's done so in accordance with the Fair Use Act, which allows for these discussions for the purpose of entertainment and teaching, because there's wisdom to be gained from everything, whether it's good or bad. Now, we don't attempt to solve cases over here, but we do discuss them. And I love to hear your opinions about each of the cases we discuss. So please do me a favor and drop in the comments and let me know what you think about today's case.
All right, welcome back. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into for another show. And if you want to support the channel, Cash App is on the screen. Everything that you see is created by me. So any support that you send will be greatly appreciated. It's not necessary. Your like, your share, and your view is more than enough. And I thank you for joining me in the Champagne City on today. So y'all, we getting ready to get into it. I want you to hear her speak out first before we go into the details. Check this out.
I couldn't believe that happened to me. Yesterday was the most scariest day of my life.
They stripped her naked, beat her, stuffed wooden sticks into pants and throat, and choked her neck with her shirt. One of the boys was still urinating at the girl, while the other children held her down, making it impossible for her to resist. And her mother has stated that her young daughter has suffered a mental trauma that will never heal.
She was screaming. When she woke up, she said they killed me. She thought she was dead.
This is the most heartbreaking case I have ever encountered. A 5-year-old girl was SA and brutally abused by 3 children as young as 8 or 9 years old, and then abandoned in a field. You can never imagine how terrifying they were. That night, she suddenly received a call from her cousin claiming that her daughter was missing. She went out to look for her and met 2 children, around 8 or 9 years old, who were playing. They both said they had never seen Amarie. Subsequently, they reported to the police. However, at this moment, the 2 children she had met before and their mother took the initiative to find Antavia, saying that they actually knew where her daughter was and took her to a field where her daughter was lying there. The authorities claimed that 3 children aged between 8 and 10 were involved in the incident. They took the initiative to approach the girl, acted very friendly, and held her hand, luring her to the field.
So y'all heard her speak out, the little baby. Now mind you, I want you guys to just keep in mind as we go through what happened in this story, that this baby that we're talking about, that is the victim in this story, is only 5 years old. Only 5. So, check this out.
She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt. She was unresponsive.
They used sticks to grape her. This is 5-year-old Amari. She's out of Cleveland, Ohio. Now, Amari's mom had to go and have a medical procedure done. So on September 13th, she left Amari with a family member. Shortly thereafter, Amari's mother, Antavia, received a phone call from this family member, and she said that her daughter was nowhere to be found. She walked out of the house and she couldn't find her. When she gets there, she sees an EMS truck, and she sees her daughter, barely recognizable. She had chunks of her hair pulled out from the skull. She had a huge lump on her head, bruising all over, sticks and dirt in the private areas, and she was rushed to the hospital. Then a group of bigger kids around ages 8, 9, and 10 walked up and presented themselves as friendly. Remember, Amari is 5 years old. She's also autistic. They took her by her hand and they walked her to a field that was far away from the residence. They brutally beat her, SA'd her, bit her, pulled her hair out, used items like sticks to SA her. The abuse is just unimaginable to continue to describe. But what's even worse is that law enforcement doesn't seem to be able to do anything to the 8 and 9-year-old. They said that they can charge the 10-year-old, but there can be no charges to the 8 and 9-year-old.
All right, say I love you.
I love you, TV.
I love you too, baby.
She had blood and...
So there you have more. Now check out these reactions.
She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt. She was unresponsive.
They used sticks to grape her.
I couldn't believe that happened to me.
When I say I'm in motherfucking rage, I mean just that. Y'all remember that 5-year-old Amari Jones from Cleveland, Ohio? Yes, the little girl that was raped by a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 8-year-old. The 10-year-old was a girl. Y'all watch this.
This morning, attorneys and family members filed into a juvenile courtroom for the scheduled arraignments of a 9 and 10-year-old accused of brutally attacking a 5-year-old girl. The specific allegations outlined in court records are too graphic to describe, but each child is charged with 9 counts, including attempted murder, rape, and strangulation. The older of the 2 suspects, the 10-year-old girl, was arraigned first. Because she's a minor, we're not showing her face, but she walked in wearing a parka, and throughout the hearing, she kept her hood up, covering most of her face.
If at any point during this hearing I say something you don't understand, I want you to raise your hand and let me know that, okay?
Prosecutor Oscar Alvarez asked the judge to order the defendant to home detention with an ankle monitor. The victim's mother, Antavia Kennebrew, making her own plea to the judge.
They should not get grace or a break to return home and get prepared for their life to change, because not only did they been given enough time already, nothing prepared my baby for her life to be changed.
The defense asked the judge for leniency.
I would assume that if she is put on ankle monitor, that would become public knowledge, and if that is, and if someone figures out where she is living, and they know that she is court ordered to be there, that could pose a potential safety risk to her and her family.
After hearing from both legal teams, Judge Kristen Sweeney did order home detention with an ankle monitor for the 10-year-old, and she also ordered her to complete a competency evaluation.
And I'm just going to note this for the record. We don't have a parent present in court today. One of the aspects of home detention is that it allows the court to have some sort of assessment of what the risks and the situation really is.
After the 10-year-old's arraignment, the 9-year-old boy...
Press the mother freaking pause. I told y'all. You got 2 sets of parents in situations like this. You have parents that raise and create these damn garbage pail kids, these seeds of Chucky, these damn Damians, these children of the freaking corn. How the hell is your child in court for this kind of crime, and you have the audacity and unmitigated gall not to even show up? So you leaving your child. Yes, your child did something trifling, something messed up. But now we got to step back and ask some questions, because where the hell did a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, and 8-year-old learn something like that? They better go check the parents. That's one of the things that I wanted to tell y'all in the situation with the other little girl. Hold on. Let me see something.
She had blood and bruises.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I need to come back for a second. Hold on. We got to check out something, because I need y'all to see something. Because it was something that I saw in this apology video that I didn't pay attention to on yesterday when I watched it. But I need y'all to check this out.
Okay. Okay, so this is an update, y'all. I want y'all to meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and I was wrong for
Y'all really don't understand the way I would have been behind her. Talking about you want to straighten your fucking face. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all, my blood, the way my blood would have been boiling at this moment. You wiping your face and not a damn tear on your face. Baby, my inner mama would have just regurgitated all the way to the service. The camera would have had to have been shut off. You don't understand. You don't even get. You don't fix your face on it. Put your hand down. Put it up again. Put your hand to your face again.
It's okay, Kamara. For everything that I did. And I was just being a follower. Following everybody.
And now she sound innocent. That's what be fooling y'all. Y'all be seeing these kids and y'all be thinking y'all dealing with children. Because they sound innocent and sweet.
Who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything.
And that shows you the mentality of the individuals who were trying to coach her through this situation. She said, following individuals that don't have nothing I have. You see the hierarchy mentality that you're still creating in the midst of what's supposed to be an apology. So now, not only did you act like you were better than the ones you jumped, now you better than the ones you jumped with. Do y'all not understand the mentality that we create with these kids? No, we the problem. The adults in that room with her are the problem. Said what I said, won't take it back. Won't take it back. Those two don't even go together. You can't apologize and then turn around and say, but I'm better than somebody else. And then every adult in the room thought that was cool. Because every adult in that room was cool with her behavior before it became mainstream. They laughed at it. Because she's the captain of the cheerleading squad. She's the leader. So they don't care about her behavior as long as it benefits them. This ain't a new story. It's just a different day. Back in the day, they was giving high school kids money. Y'all remember that? It wasn't for the benefit of the kid. It was for them. They could care less what they was doing to the children. Every adult in this room needs to go to jail.
Because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad. Because
it's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I wish I would never did what I did.
Hold on a second. That's what I want y'all to see.
I wish I would never did what I did.
You have to.
Hold on.
It's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I was wrong for everything.
It's okay, come on.
For everything that I did. And I was just being a follower. Following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
it's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit. People think.
Here's the thing, y'all. I am looking at this from two different ways. When that little girl made that statement, I got to go through so much. Now, when she said it yesterday, I was mad. She could have offered $1 million to that woman. I wouldn't have gave a damn. I would have still said, and after she hand over the $1 million, she still need her ass whooped. I was still gonna say the same thing. But after I went back and watched it, and after I saw the response of her mother on social media yesterday, and after I looked at the story with these kids that we getting ready to finish covering, and after I listened to the story of the young lady who said she almost had to fight a 7-year-old, maybe the school and the principal and the police need to figure out what's going on in that girl's home. Maybe. You know, a lot of times children exact out on others what they deal with at home, or they use others as their outlet to release frustration. She's a bully because that's the only way she feels like she has power. And a child that needs to feel like they have power is a child that doesn't have anyone at home making them feel protected. Because if I have someone that's making me feel protected, why do I feel like I have to be in power? Why do I feel like I have to have control? Why do I feel like I have to exact that control on somebody else? Oh, there's a bigger discussion that needs to be had here about this entire situation. And the discussion takes it away from the kids and puts it in the lap of the adults. Everyone she's been around, everybody in the school, every instructor, every relative, every friend of the relative, every family member, everybody that got on social media and felt like they wanted to speak up for, and anybody else, yeah, them the ones need to come to the table. Kids only regurgitate learned behavior. She learned this behavior from somewhere. Can you guess where? But
nails was filled in dirt. She was unresponsive.
They used.
I couldn't believe that.
When I say I'm in motherfucking rage, I mean just that. Y'all remember that 5-year-old Amari Jones from Cleveland, Ohio? Yes, the little girl that was raped by a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 8-year-old. The 10-year-old was a girl. Y'all watch this.
This morning, attorneys and family members filed into a juvenile courtroom for the scheduled arraignments of a 9 and 10-year-old accused of brutally attacking a 5-year-old girl. The specific allegations outlined in court records are too graphic to describe, but each child is charged with 9 counts, including attempted murder, rape, and strangulation. The older of the 2 suspects, the 10-year-old girl, was arraigned first. Because she's a minor, we're not showing her face, but she walked in wearing a parka, and throughout the hearing, she kept her hood up, covering most of her face.
If at any point during this hearing I say something you don't understand, I want you to raise your hand and let me know that, okay?
Prosecutor Oscar Alvarez asked the judge to order the defendant to home detention with an ankle monitor. The victim's mother, Antavia Kennebrew, making her own plea to the judge.
They should not get grace or a break to return home and get prepared for their life to change, because not only did they been given enough time already, nothing prepared my baby for her life to be changed.
The defense asked the judge for leniency.
I would assume that if she is put on ankle monitor, that will become public knowledge, and if that is, and if someone figures out where she is living, and they know that she is court ordered to be there, that could pose a potential safety risk to her and her family.
After hearing from both legal teams, Judge Kristen Sweeney did order home detention with an ankle monitor for the 10-year-old, and she also ordered her to complete a competency evaluation.
And I'm just going to note this for the record. We don't have a parent present in court today. One of the aspects of home detention is that it allows the court to have some sort of a...
Okay, I'm pausing that again. Do y'all hear that? the little girl's mammy and pappy was not in court. So on one hand, you got an absent parent who's present. And on another hand, you got a parent who's clearly absent, whether it's one or two, which potentially is how you have a 10-year-old in this situation. Who knows what this baby has been exposed to? And the fact that her parents ain't even in court by her side tells me a story. And I don't want to hear, oh, we can't believe what she did. At the end of the day, that's your child. That's your child. We're not talking about an adult here. We're talking about a kid who still mentally has to process through all of this. Even though what they did was fucked up, still a child. Still a child. Facing crazy charges. And you gonna leave your child to deal with that on their own? And y'all wonder why I keep saying our babies are in trouble? If these last 2 days hasn't given us a wake-up call, y'all, I don't know what will.
Of what the risks and the situation really is.
After the 10-year-old's arraignment, the 9-year-old boy was supposed to appear for his, but the boy's attorney told the judge his mother wasn't able to bring him.
Last night and this morning, her carpet was broken down. She's trying to get money together to fix it. She hasn't been able to yet. So she's asking the court for reasonable continuance.
The same way that daggone mother was not there at court for that 10-year-old girl, the same way they should have went on and locked that little girl up. Because how did you give her freaking ankle monitor to go home with no parents? Now, in my opinion, they should not have put her on a daggone ankle monitor to go home. She knew exactly what she was doing when she did that to 5-year-old Amari Jones. World, when I say these judges do not play fair, they don't play fair. And I said what the fuck I said. Because my whole thing is, how was she able to still be out? How was this 9-year-old okay not to come to freaking court? Talk about his mom couldn't bring him to daggone court because her car broke down. Yeah, the fuck right. They don't want their faces to be on freaking camera, the parents, because they would have put the parents' faces on camera. They had to take the 10-year-old face off the camera, but she should have been on the camera too. The same way Amari Jones' face had to be posted all over the internet so people can see exactly what they did to her is the same way they should have daggone faces been posted on the internet. They should have gave that daggone 10-year-old girl 8 years in a daggone detention center, and they should have gave her more years when she turned 18 inside of the daggone prison. If y'all watch this whole video through, make sure y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And make sure y'all put in the comments justice for Amari Jones.
She had blood.
Facts. So let me get into the details of the case right now. Because I agree with everything she said. Because exactly what do you mean? She's able to go home. There's no parent. Our justice system is broken. I say it over and over, time and time again. Our justice system is broken, so I don't know how we expect it to produce whole individuals, reformed individuals, rehabilitated individuals, renewed individuals from a broken system. The system is broken. How can you allow this child to go back home after what they did to this 5-year-old? And we're going to get into it. Let's get into it. So y'all can understand. I want y'all, as we're going through this, y'all remember the movie A Time to Kill? Do y'all remember when he was giving his closing argument and he told them to close their eyes? As we're going through this story, I need you to really pay attention to what this baby went through. So,
excited for a new school year, feeling nervous but there's
this story is about a 5-year-old
and
little
I'm ready
girl.
to learn with all my
The little girl was dropped off. Now this is what happened before the
excited for a new school year.
She was dropped off at a relative's house on Cleveland's east side.
And I'm ready to learn
The adults
with all
inside
my
believe that she's safe, that she's playing,
for a new
that
school
she's resting
year,
indoors.
feeling nervous but there's
At
nothing
some
to
point,
fear.
it's
And I'm
unclear
ready
when,
to learn with
little girl
all my
wanders out of the home unnoticed.
excited for a new school year, feeling nervous but there's nothing to
Problem number
fear. And I'm ready to learn
How
with
the
all my
hell
friends.
do you lose sight?
Excited for a new school year, feeling nervous but there's nothing
Problem number one, big.
Excited for a new school
Even
year.
if the trifling
Feeling nervous, but there's nothing to fear. And I'm ready to learn with all my friends.
The person she was left with,
Excited
who was
for a new
supposed to
school
be watching
year.
her
Feeling nervous,
when
but
she
there's
got
nothing to
out,
fear.
so this
And I'm
could
ready
be
to
done to
learn
her.
with all my friends.
At least you could have showed up in court.
Excited for a new school year.
Where was your
Feeling
antenna?
nervous, but there's nothing to
That you didn't show up to
fear. And I'm ready
anybody's
to
girl's
learn
house.
with all my friends.
You was the one responsible for her when it happened. See, now y'all making my inner conspiracies go on. But see, that don't make me think.
Excited for a new
Was
school
you jealous
year.
of the baby?
Feeling nervous, but
Did you put some kids up to allegedly do something?
excited for
Around the neighborhood,
excited for
several
a new
children
school
are outside.
year. Feeling nervous, but there's nothing to
Is it?
fear.
Okay. Is reported to seeing
Excited
the
for
group
a new school
older
year.
kids
Feeling nervous, but there's nothing to
the 5-year-old
fear. And I'm
shortly
ready
after
to
she
learn
leaves.
with
There we go. Thank you. Boy, I tell you, my mind's be on it. You better help me show my show. Witnesses report. Hold on. Is that better? Put a 1 in the chat if that's better. So, witnesses report seeing the group of older kids interacting with the 5-year-old shortly after she leaves the house. The 9-year-old boy and 10-year-old girl lead her away from the cluster of homes. They walk her toward a vacant grassy field behind the relative's house, a spot kids sometimes cut through, but is mostly secluded. No adults see the group heading toward the field. My question would be immediately right here, getting to this point. How long had this baby been outside before these kids led her away? I have questions for the individual that was watching this baby. There is no... My grandson is 9 years old. My daughter's apartment is... She got a 2-bedroom, but it's not really big. If he's away from me and all I gotta do is call his name and he will hear me. If he's away from me for too long, I'm calling him, I'm getting up, I'm going to check, and we in the same house. And I know ain't nobody else in here, and can't nobody else get in here except her. She the only person with a key. I'm still checking to make sure my grandson is in this house and he's all right. What do you mean you had a 5-year-old in the house? The 5-year-old was able to get outside and you didn't realize it. You didn't realize this baby was coming. And y'all wonder why I keep telling y'all we ain't paying attention to our kids. Thank you, Progressive. Thank you. especially one with special needs. Who you leaving your children with? Who? That they don't have all eyes on your child at all times, especially with your child being special needs. 9 and 10-year-old lead her away from the cluster of homes. They walk her toward the vacant grassy field behind the relative's house. A spot kids sometimes cut through, but is mostly secluded. No adults see the group headed toward the field. That's crazy too, because how do the other children's parents not know they done wandered away from the house? So we have 4 children here who are unsupervised. There is not one parent set of eyes on 4 children from the ages of 10 down to 5. The 5-year-old being autistic. And not one adult has eyes on these children. Not one. That they able to go behind the house, go through the field into a wooded area, and not one adult realizes they gone. So now this is where the story takes the turn, where it goes from innocent playing to unthinkable, unimaginable, unfathomable that children could do this. So the attack in the isolated field, the 5-year-old is asphalted. You know what I'm saying? It becomes violent. You know what? Forget it. I ain't monetized anyway. The attack becomes violent quickly. She is beaten. She's thrown to the ground. She's physically overpowered. According to early statements, the children put hands around her neck and used her shirt to attempt to choke her. She experiences trauma to her head, her face, and her scalp. Remember, we're talking about a 5-year-old. Later described those injuries as scalping-like injuries, where patches of her hair were ripped from her scalp. Reports also talk about sexual acts with sticks. She was raped with sticks. At points during the attack, she loses consciousness. When they finish with what they did to her, they left her lying in the grass, barely breathing. The way she was discovered, one of the kids became so scared they confided in the parent that something bad happened in the field. The parent immediately alerted either law enforcement or the family. They said some notes say law enforcement, some notes say the family. At the same time, the girl's mother realizes she has not seen the daughter, or the girl's, whoever she was left with, realizes she has not seen the little girl, and she becomes frantic. They begin searching on foot. So at the time this little boy is going to tell his parents, they're looking for this little girl. The family, after the little boy or girl or whichever one of the kids grew a conscience and went and told their family, and they alerted either the family or the police. I believe the most accurate may be the family was told that the little girl was in the field. They go into the field. They find the little girl unconscious, covered in dirt, grass, and debris. Her injuries are so severe that relatives describe her as unrecognizable. Swollen face, blood, missing hair, bruises everywhere. 911 is called. EMS rushes to the scene and transports the girl to the hospital. Doctors confirm extensive trauma, physical injuries, strangulation marks, internal damage, and signs of sexual assault. Police open an emergency investigation, bringing in the sex crimes and child abuse unit due to the severity of the case. The officers canvass the neighborhood. They interview adults and children who were outside that evening. Several kids report seeing two juveniles, the 9-year-old and the 10-year-old, leading the victim toward the field. The third younger child mentioned is mentioned as being nearby, but not clearly identified as a participant. Statements being aligned: the victim was lured, the victim was assaulted, the victim was left in the field. Police began to build a timeline based on overlapping witness accounts and the physical evidence that was found. So according to the interviews and the evidence, the parents of the 9 and 10-year-old suspects were contacted. Police conducted interviews with the children in the presence of their guardians and juvenile specialists. Physical evidence from the field was collected: the clothing, the soil, samples, and biological material. Hospital records corroborate the brutality described by the mother. Details remain sealed because of the ages of everyone involved, but officials confirm the evidence support serious felony charges. So the charges that have been filed. Now, originally, there were arguments about them not being able to charge the children because of the laws in a lot of states. 8 and 9-year-olds cannot be charged with crimes. I don't understand how that's a law. So you mean to tell me an 8-year-old can unalive their entire house and walk because they're 8? A 6-year-old can get rid of their entire family and walk because they're 6? The system is broken, damaged, irreparably. Yeah, Control, Alt, Delete, throw it away and start over. There's no repairing this. We got to start over. And you sent this child home. Do you see the injuries on this screen? And they sent that little girl home. On house arrest. And y'all did this to a 5-year-old. These little demon seeds running at 8, 9, and 10 years old. We wasn't thinking about harming each other. We was thinking about getting outside to climb trees, jump fences, race down the street, play cans, play hopscotch, play double dutch, go to the neighborhood park, swing on the swings, go get a neighborhood pool, play with the neighborhood kids, play tag, play hide and seek. These kids are jumping on adults, stealing money, and assaulting babies. This isn't a kid problem. This is an adult problem. Until the adults realize that this is our problem and we need to get this under control, it's going to get worse and worse. Because never in the history of history have I ever seen a day and age and a time where children were this out of control. Never. Never, ever, ever. And you can't blame them. You can say all day long the kids know right from wrong. Kids are going to do what you allow them to do. They're going to make okay what you say is okay. As long as you say their behavior is okay, guess what? To them, it is right because you made it right. Parent, you setting your kids up for failure. You wonder why little Johnny and little Timmy and little Nuck Day Day and all them unaliving their girlfriends like 90 going north? Because you never taught them what no means. They never had discipline. You never taught them boundaries, emotional intelligence. You never taught them anything. Come on now, the parents are the problem. The adults are the problem. And until we realize that, baby, so the 9-year-old boy and the 10-year-old girl are charged with attempted murder, multiple counts of rape, kidnapping, felonious assault, and strangulation. The 8-year-old is not charged because the 8-year-old cannot be charged. It's the law. I don't know who came up with that law. Maybe it was because the law was created during a time, a day and age where kids wasn't doing dumb shit like this. Gimme. I don't even know what else to say. This to me is unbelievable. Where would children even get an idea like this from? Where? Is it GTA? Is that what it is? They trying to live out Grand Theft Auto? If GTA is the problem, throw it the hell away. Ban it. Do you not know they said that's who taught the Kia boys how to drive? Grand Theft Auto. Taught 8-year-olds how to drive after they stole a car. So they out just trying to do Grand Theft Auto live action on the streets. So the mom made a post. Y'all see the injuries. Her hair was reportedly scalped from her head. Bruises and blood. Her body was covered in them. Facial trauma. Her eyes, her lips, her mouth were filled with blood. Debris. Her nails had debris and dirt stuck in them. The charges filed against the alleged attackers also include strangulation, which they also used her shirt to do, which means they stripped her of her shirt. In order to strangle someone with their shirt, you gotta strip them of it. Unless you're saying they took her shirt and pulled it up to her neck and took it and pressed down. That's just as bad, if not even worse. Remember, we're talking about a 5-year-old had to endure all of this. A baby. Exactly, Niecy. Demonic. But we want to yell mental health. Y'all better start calling on Jesus. That's who you need to call on. Mama made a post. Mama's post said, on September 13th, hold on, y'all, let me grab my glasses.
Reap what you sow, gave you control, broke the G code.
On September 13th, 2025, my daughter resided at a trusted family member's residence around the area of 145th in St. Clair while I underwent a medical procedure. While she was away, I got a phone call from my family member stating that my daughter walked out of her house and she couldn't find her anywhere, and that the authorities were contacted. I immediately was filled in panic. Number one, how was she able to walk out your house? Was the door open? Was the door unlocked? The door was open and unlocked, baby, to jail with you. Because why would you leave a door open or unlocked with an autistic child? A special needs child who is 5 years old. At 5 years old, children are known to try to open doors, open cabinets, get into stuff. They are 5. It is your job as the adult to make sure that everything is prepared for that child, to make sure they're safe. Your responsibility to make sure the house is fail safe for a child if you're going to be keeping them. I rushed out my house and arrived to the scene. Soon as I got there, I ran to the EMS truck where I found my daughter unresponsive, bloody with her hair pulled from her scalp, her body covered in bruises, her fingernails filled with dirt, her eyes filled with blood, her neck showing signs of strangulation, her mouth and lips bloody, her private area filled with debris and dirt, and a big lump on her head. I couldn't believe what I saw in front of me. My daughter did not look like herself. She was traumatized. She was shaken up. A group of bigger kids, around 8, 9, and 10, walked up to my daughter, presenting themselves as friendly, took her by her hand, and walked her to a field that was far away from the residence. In that field, they beat my daughter until she was unconscious. They ripped out her hair. They held my daughter down as they graped her. They also shoved sticks. See, So an 8 and 9-year-old graped her. And they shoved sticks in her. I need to paint a picture for you of what this baby went through. And y'all want to keep talking about, but y'all, let's remember, they're still kids. Let me see. Okay. They also shoved sticks down her throat. Oh my God. They also shoved sticks down her throat and down her private area. They stripped her naked and strangled her with her own shirt. One of the children then proceeded to take out his private area and leave her covered in their urine. They beat her and penetrated her until she was unconscious and unresponsive. One out of the 3 kids ingratiated their teeth on my baby's bottom area to hold her still as they sexually assaulted her. The kids then left her where she was at, not telling no adult, thinking they succeeded in unaliving her, and they continued playing My family member, as she was still looking for my daughter, saw 2 out of the 3 children that lives on her street that she had not knew at the time harmed my daughter, and walked up to them and asked them if they saw the little girl. They stared at her with no remorse and told her no, and continued playing, knowing what they had just done to my daughter. My family member went back to her house, waiting on the authorities. The same kids who she had questioned came to her with their mother, saying that they know where my daughter is. The same 2 kids that stated they did not know where my daughter was, now with their mother, took my family member to where my daughter was found, in the field, naked, brutally beat, penetrated, and unresponsive. Her clothes, her hair were later found. Her shoes were scattered all around the field. My cousin, panicky, placed my daughter in her vehicle, rushed her back to her house, and continued waiting for the authorities to get there. Oh no, she in my car, baby. We headed to the hospital. You can meet me there. You can meet me there. My daughter is completely traumatized. I am completely traumatized. These kids broke my daughter's spirit. They took away her boundaries. They penetrated her and constantly beat her. I never wanted to get the medic involved because I didn't want my daughter's trauma plastered everywhere when she has to constantly see what happened to her and what she's been through. And I also trusted that she was going to get the justice that she needed. I am bringing this to the media. And I say the same way. Her picture is plastered everywhere. Why are they protecting the monsters? No, their pictures need to be everywhere too. Put Chucky, the seed of Chucky, and the bride of Chucky. Put them on the Summer Slam Jam just like everybody else. Put them on the Jumbotron just like everybody else. Just like this baby face is out there because she the victim, put the assailants out there. Stop protecting these little monsters. Today, because the authorities are failing my daughter, they are trying to tell me that 2 of the kids can't and won't be charged. Now, this was before, because they are 8 and 9 years old, even though they attempted to unalive my baby and they raped and beat her. They are saying legally these 2 boys cannot be charged. I need help and I need justice for my daughter. I have reached out to legal aid and the Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association for legal help. I also reached out to Rape Crisis to get me a victim advocate that I was told can help me on the criminal justice side. I have been advocating for my daughter and I'm not getting any help. I also contacted the mayor of Cleveland, Ohio office to try and get help. I have not received any yet. I need you all to understand, if them 2 kids' mother did not make them boys go back to my family member and let her know where my daughter was my baby wouldn't be found right now. My baby wouldn't be alive. They literally tried to kill my daughter. These are not normal kids themselves, and their parents need to be held accountable. Facts. My daughter is not the same. She is having behavioral problems. She is mentally not okay. I am mentally not okay. Me not getting justice for my daughter makes me feel like I failed her. She is saying suicidal things. She is breaking down. She hates talking about what happened to her. And I am breaking down with her. I have to set her up with a therapist and also seeking one for myself. I cannot sleep. I can barely eat. I keep repeatedly seeing images of my baby in that field. She is only 5 and these horrific things has happened to her. Please help Please look at this as if it is your own kid. This is not gossip. This is not a funny matter. This is not nothing to not take serious. This is our life. Please help us. There is a way to make more graphic photos of my daughter when she looked way worse. I am not comfortable posting. Y'all, Ohio, where y'all at? See, Chicago showed up for that mama in Chicago. Where is the widespread outrage and the marches over this? Why are y'all not marching on the mayor's office, the state capitol? Why are y'all not contacting every alderman I would be making such a noise in this case. Baby, they would be sending the ABC boys to shut me up. Why aren't y'all screaming this to the mountaintop? The same way y'all came through for that woman and her kids over there in Chicago is the same way y'all need to come through for this, baby. The same way. Where the rappers? Where the celebrities? Where is the outcry from the city? Where's the marches? Where's Black Lives Matter? Where's the moms groups? Where's the interrupting and protesting at the jail? Where? Interrupting Senate and Congress meetings. Where is the outrage over what happened to this baby? It's not enough people talking about this for me. It's not enough. It's not enough. This should still be ringing in the street. It's people still talking about Naziah, and they ain't even talking about Naziah. And that's been well over a year. This just happened. You mean to tell me in 30 days y'all done went silent? And this baby was tortured? This literally makes me think of what happened to that baby in A Time to Kill. Literally makes me think of what happened to that baby in A Time to Kill. And guess what? You can't call this a black thing. You can't call this a white thing. Because I heard the little girl is mixed and the two little boys is white. Everybody involved in this one. Can't nobody step back and say, at least it's not us. Oh yeah, everybody got to come to the table and have a conversation about this one. Because why are y'all not sounding the alarm from the rooftop until there's justice for this baby over what she went through? Do y'all see these injuries? A 5-year-old. A 5-year-old. And you wonder why I say they little Chuckies and Damians and seed of Chuckies and little Omens and little Megans and child. Baby, this ain't Toy Story. This is Demon Night. There's a bunch of little demons running around here. What are y'all doing at home? What are y'all opening up y'all children to? That children are capable of this. Y'all, listen. We gonna have to do part 2 on tomorrow night. Because this story has me way too overstimulated right now. because I put this story together, but I didn't go over the information, like read through it. Because when I go through these stories, I really want to go through it like with a fresh eye with you guys, like a deep dive with you guys. So I put the slides and stuff together with the scenes and the words and all of that on it. And I literally read through it with you guys fresh. I literally have no words because I'm trying to literally understand. What are y'all doing at home? What are y'all exposing y'all children to? What are these babies being exposed to that they are capable of this level of violence? Not even just this. We had the boy in Wisconsin who shot his mama because she wouldn't order him a VR set. Wasn't he like 12? Might have been younger. All these kids unaliving their families, their parents. Now we got kids jumping on adults. Now we got this. What are y'all doing at home with y'all kids? Do y'all care about their future? Do you care about their life, period? Or are you jealous of their existence? Which one is it? Which one? As much as we keep telling everybody, keep your eyes on your kids, don't take your eyes off your kids. The way you got sex trafficking going on right now, you definitely don't need to keep your eyes off your kids, especially when they outside for more than a few minutes. Hell, that's even too much in 2025. The way they kidnapping and snatching up kids and selling them on the black market. And these kids were able to be gone long enough for this baby to sneak outside the house, be led off by a group of kids through a field, and then attacked. Father Locke says, I see a lot of people are losing their kids. Some adults are not going to care that their kid. Everybody ain't playing with you. I told them yesterday, y'all better have a conversation with y'all kids and tell y'all kids, everybody ain't playing with you. Because can you imagine what would have happened if that girl daddy would have showed up to the scene? Babe. Police officer would have had to take him down. He wouldn't have gave a damn that who did that to his baby was kids. You think he would have cared? Baby, he would have laid down them kids, their parents, the police, and anybody else that stood in his way. His baby girl? Yeah, I'm outdone. Yeah, so we're going to continue with part 2 on tomorrow. Like I said, this story has me way too overstimulated. I am pissed on so many different levels. But I'm going to leave y'all with this, right? Who's going to be willing to come to the table and have a conversation about the kids? Create a table. Build a table. Manufacture a table. what 3D print a table if you have to, and the chairs, and sit around it to have a conversation about the condition of these kids. And this behavior is getting younger and younger. Y'all ain't noticed that? Y'all haven't noticed that this behavior is getting younger and younger? We ain't just talking about 20-year-olds no more. We ain't just talking about 16 to 18-year-olds no more. We're not just talking about 13 to 15-year-olds no more. We're not talking about 10 to 12-year-olds no more. The youngest in this was 8. 8 years old. And this baby gonna remember this for the rest of her life. She's only 5. Hold on, y'all. She's only 5. She still has to go through grade school. She still has to make it to first grade. I'm trying to paint a picture for you of how much trauma this baby is going to have to process through. She's only 5. She still got to make it through middle school with this trauma. Still has to make it through high school with this trauma. And we don't even know how much the baby insides was damaged. Let me tell y'all something. Then we gonna get out of here. When I was young, and that's why I'm so passionate about true crime stories, because I've had a lot of true crime, crazy stories in my family. When I was young, I had a cousin. We were best friends. Like, this was my best friend, but my cousin. One day, her mom was working on the house. Some of the details are a little fuzzy, but I'm going to tell you what I remember. Mom was working on the house. Kids were in the house. She had to go take care of something. I think she was painting. And she told the kids, my cousin and her brothers, don't answer this door. Don't go to the door. Somebody knocks on their door, you know, same thing that adults tell children. Well, somebody knocked on the door this day. It was my cousin's stepdad. Her little brother's father. So he told them, hey y'all, come go for a ride with me. Instead of her going to tell her mom, letting her mom know she was gone, she just left, thinking, you know, I know this man. Grew up with him. My brother's father. So he takes his van, puts my cousin, her 2 little brothers in the van. Her uncle ran out the house. He wanted to go to the store. So he drives him to the store. When he get out to go in the store, he drives off and leaves him. So he drives off with my little cousin, her 2 brothers. They driving around. He takes them to McDonald's, gets them something to eat. Then he takes them to a field and parks. He proceeds to attack my little cousin. He took a pillow and smothered her with it. While she was fighting, her little brothers jumped up to try to fight him off of her, but they was little boys, probably like the age of little Amari right here. little. He pushed them off, and I want to say that they hit their head, or somehow it went, they was knocked out, whatever happened. He proceeded to grape her. Turns nighttime. Now by this time, mama's looking for her, looking for the kids. They have no clue where they've left. The uncle haven't made it back yet because he's stranded. He's been left. So he's walking back trying to get to the house. The kids is gone. She flipping out. She's called my mom. My mom goes over to the house. Other family is there because, you know, when this was the time when family meant something. He pulls back. Police get there. He pulls back up with the van. The little boys get out the van. The police ask him, "Where's my little cousin?" He tells them, "Oh, she's in the van." Police go in the van thinking she's on the seat. They don't see her. Police comes back out the van and asked him, "Where is she?" He said, "She's in there sleeping." The police go back in the van and look under the seat. Pull my little cousin's lifeless body from under the seat. She was only 12 years old. He had raped her so brutally. The doctor said if she would have lived, she would have never been able to have children. She died because she strangled on her own saliva. She choked on her own saliva when he had the pillow over her face. So I'm passionate about these things. Wow. That's why I keep saying our children are in trouble. And if we don't get to a place where we care about our children, where nothing matters if our children are not okay, what future do we really have when the children are the future? If all of our children are going to end up like Little Miss Mary because we're taking our eyes off of them for too long, if all of our children are going to end up statistics like this baby because we refuse to pay attention, what does our future look like if all of our children are dealing with abuse and trauma from being unprotected in their childhood? I don't know. Maybe you tell me. Because how many more Amaris does there have to be before at some point a light comes on and we say, you know what? Houston, we got a problem. And we got a problem that needs to be addressed yesterday. Matter of fact, last month. Matter of fact, 2020. Yeah, we need to go back. So when we was locked in the house with these kids and we didn't teach them nothing. And we know you didn't teach them nothing. Because we saw how they behaved when they was on school, on virtual schooling. We saw what you allowed them to do at home. Because we saw how they behaved while they was at school from home. Our kids are in trouble. And I'ma keep singing it and preaching it to the rooftop until something changes. Even if I gotta fight against this damn YouTube algorithm to do it. Cause see, YouTube don't want to push people who talk like this. Let's talk about it. YouTube only want to push you if you talking about a bitch and a hoe and a bitch and a hoe and a hoe and a bitch and a hoe and a slut and a bitch and a hoe. A big back, big bear, gorilla back, bottom feeder, back, basement built. You see, YouTube ain't gonna support you unless you talking like that. Unless I'm on here cussing out each one of my subscribers and supporters. YouTube doesn't push you in the algorithm. They don't. They don't. But it's okay. Because people who are really passionate don't care about an algorithm. It ain't about an algorithm, baby. It's about a message. And if one person gets the message, job done. Because then I know that one person is going to go tell somebody else who gets the message. And that person is going to go tell somebody else who gets the message. This is more than just content. This baby ain't content. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank y'all for joining me today in the Champagne City. You guys are amazing. Thank you for every like, every view, every share. We are on our road to 1K. Do me a favor, y'all. In y'all downtime, we got almost 300 and some videos, if not 300. So because I didn't make my 1,000 subscribers before my first year was up, my watch hours reset. So I have to get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers before my year is up again. So I got another 2 months. I need 3 subscribers and I need about 1,000 watch hours. So if I can get y'all to just go binge watch videos for me in y'all downtime when y'all at work and y'all need something to listen to get you through the day, just go pop in one of those videos and just watch it for me, okay? Give me some of those watch hours. I would greatly appreciate it. Your girl trying to get monetized around here. Thank you again for joining me, Champagne Gang, Fizz Fam, and visitors. Always remember, let me not forget. Please consider supporting the channel. Hit the Cash App. It is in the description. I would greatly appreciate it. Father Locke, I'm glad you made it in. I know it's time already. Girl gotta be at work in the morning. You hear that? How that sounds? She gotta be at work in the morning. You know, because God came through with a surprisey prize on a jobby job. It was crazy. You know what? Tomorrow we going to have to talk about that whole blessing. We going to have to talk about it. Because some of y'all need to know that God is still in the blessing business. And he can be in the blessing business for you too. All you got to do is make up your mind. Some of y'all just not hungry enough. That's why you ain't got the blessing yet. You ain't hungry enough. Baby, you ain't activated that dog in you yet. You ain't activated that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get hungry. Like, you gotta get eye of the tiger hungry. When you get that hungry, like, get in my way if you want to. You know, like Juggernaut from X-Men hungry. Like, once he gained momentum, ain't no stopping him. Once you get hungry like that, watch stuff start changing. Y'all ain't hungry yet. There you go. Drop some forks and knives and spoons in the chat if you hungry. Because when you get hungry, baby, stuff start changing. Baby, food start chasing you when you hungry. tell me I'm lying. You see food everywhere when you're hungry. Y'all just gotta get hungry for it. Hungry. As hungry as y'all be to watch baddies when it come out. That's because I can't wait to USA because they've been cutting up. And we gonna cover it and talk about their foolishness. We are. And we gonna cover it in our way. Yes, we will. But as hungry as y'all be for that, for Love and Hip Hop, for Love Island, and all the rest of these shows, baby, that's how hungry you gotta get for your future and your destiny. That's how hungry you gotta be, and how much drive you gotta have, and how much anticipation you gotta have, and how much you gotta run forward. You know how y'all run for that remote when you know it's that time for your show to come on? You better run for it. Run, Forrest, run. Champagne gang. Always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again tomorrow around 10:30 p.m. Central. Ta-ta.